Hello, this is a presentation for the monitoring system for quality in tilapia pond cultivation with the PBL code of MK232-20. Okay, this is the work breakdown structure. The Manpro is Sir Daniel Sutopo Pamungkas. The leader is Muhammad Hasanuddin with the name 421221088. And the member of the electrical is Priscilla Elizabeth with the name 421-220-1080. And Rafika Yulitan Dwi Salwa with the name 421-220-1067. And the mechanical is Ihas Walastri with the name 421-220-1093. And the programming would be the ones to 421 to 20 10 93. Okay, next will be explained to the other member.
My name is Prasal Sabasa Musir with name 421220180, and I would like to explain about the objectivity of this project and the electrical design. First, we are going to the objectivity and the background of this project. Tilapia is one of the most popular aquaculture commodity, but its farming success heavily depends on water quality. So this project is focused on creating a monitoring system that continuously observes and measures key water quality parameter in a fish pond. The purpose of this system is to ensure optimal condition for fish farming by tracking specific parameters such as water quality in real time. It using IT technology to display data instantly and can be developing feature as an application. This project focused the importance of water quality, application development, and real-time display to achieve its primary goal of effective and efficient pond monitoring. The IoT technology that you are using in this project is to implementation the material that we have studied in this semester that is subject of IoT. Now we are going to the electrical design of this project. The wiring diagram illustrates a system based on the ESP32 Wi-Fi module that designed for real-time water quality monitoring. This system integrates multiple sensors, including a pH sensor to measure water acidity, a TD sensor to monitor dissolved solids, and DO sensor to measure dissolved oxygen levels, and also temperature sensor to track water temperature. The pH, TDS, and DO sensor are connecting to ESP32 analog pins through their respective modules, while the temperature sensor is connecting to a digital pin. Sensor data is displayed on 20 times 4 LCD screen, which communicates with the ESP32 using the I2C protocol via an I2C converter module. Additionally, the system features a one-channel relay connected to a digital pin of ESP32, allowing it to control external devices like pump or actuator. All components share power via the VCC and ground connection from the ESP32 or an external power source. Leveraging the ESP32 Wi-Fi capability, the system can transmit collected data to a data server of IoT platform for remote monitoring. And next will be explained about with my partner.
Okay, my name is Eha. I want to explain about detailed system requirement. Effective water quality monitoring for tilapia ponds requires sensors such as dissolved oxygen, pH, temperature, and TDS, and ESP32 connectivity. Data is displayed through LCD with careful selection of hardware and software. Sensor must be accurate and durable for the aquatic environment. Software developed with Arduino IDE collect and send data to a server or user display with a stable Wi-Fi connection and good storage option. Power efficiency, data security, routine sensor calibration, and comprehensive documentation for setup and maintenance are top priority. Okay, next slide. In this slide, I want to explain about mechanical design. This image shows the design of a panel used for this monitoring project. For main dimension, the total height of the device is 1000 millimeters. The width of the top part box is 290 millimeters. The depth of the device from the side is 300 millimeters. And next, for main box, the top box section has a height of 340 millimeters. On the front of this box, there are two circles and serve as indicators, and a rectangular element below them that function as a place for the LCD component. Next, for supporting legs, the device stands on two legs that are approximately 600 millimeters long from the bottom of the box to the base. Next, for the base, at the bottom, there is a rectangular base with a width of 300 millimeters, which functions as a support to maintain the stability of the device. Okay, that's all for me. And next to other member.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Arfanuddin and I'm the leader of this project. In addition to leading the team, I also take the role of programmer. Today, I will explain the various components of our project, including program on ESP8266, result on Firebase database, program on Android application, and result of application monitoring. Let's start with the ESP8266 program. To make it clear, I will open the program on Arduino IDE software, and I will explain the main function on this program. The ESP8266 program is used to collect data from Arduino from the sensor like TDS, pH, and DO. Evaluate the water quality status and send the data to the Firebase real-time database. The key feature of this program is measure the pond water quality parameter TDS, pH, and DO. And now we actually add one more sensor is temperature sensor. Determine the optimal status of each parameter. This program will connect to Wi-Fi using an SSID and password, and Firebase is configured with a database host and authentication token. Sensor data is captured via serial input and automate reading sensor on every second. Okay, next is this one. The data is processed classified as optimal, too high, or too low. Process result of reading sensor and status of the sensor are sent to Firebase via kirim data ke Firebase function. Data is organized with paths such as hasil pembacaan / sensor TDS or hasil pembacaan / sensor pH or hasil pembacaan / sensor DO. Now, let's move to result on the Firebase result. In this slide, we showcase the data stored in Firebase, which is served as our primary database for real-time monitoring. Now, we move to Android application program. This Android application program is making on MIT App Inventor, focusing on user-friendly monitoring and interaction. The key feature on this program is for viewing of reading sensor of TDS, pH, and DO in real time, and display the status of sensor is optimal or not optimal. Okay, on this slide is program for user authentication, including the login and registration form. User data is securely on Firebase real time, and the component on this slide is login and sign up. This is for input validation. Ensure fields are not empty. The next slide is for real-time database. Monitor the sensor data change using data change component. Now we move for the result of application monitoring. The left side is programmed for this login page, and the right side, this one, is programmed for this one. This is just for me, and the next slide will be explained to my friend Urip Ridho Pangestu. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hancur.
Hello everyone, my name is Ridho Pangestu and this is my job desk, which is creating a website for the monitoring system. What I'm planning to do on this semester is creating a website that is viewable on both the mobile and desktop device, and adding some feature that isn't present on that wasn't present on the previous website, such as a navigation bar, real-time clock, as well as creating a chart which gives user a visual data on the changing of water quality. Okay. Then what I'm changing from the previous website is how the website file is stored. In previous website, the CSS as well as the JavaScript is in the HTML file itself. What I'm planning to changing is creating a separate file on both the CSS as well as JavaScript. After that, I'm changing on how the website itself fetch the data from the ESP. In previously, it's fetched directly on the ESP through HTTP protocol. But now, similar to how the Android application is fetching the data, which is through Firebase. In this, in what I'm planning on making on this website, on this semester website is a website that's fetch data from this in the same way as the Android, which is from the Firebase database, as well as creating a login page so that for a different account. Thank you.
My name is Afika Yulitandi Sawa, and here I will explain design box system. The sensor measure water parameter DO sensor, pH sensor, TDS sensor, temperature sensor, and send the data to ESP32. The ESP process data, send it Firebase, and activates the relay if necessary. Firebase store the data making accessible to the website. The website displays data to users, allowing them to monitoring and control the system through the interface. This system is designed to simplify the management of wastewater, improve efficiency, and ensure the survival of the fish through accurate water quality monitoring. Next, progress presentation. Progress presentation job desk, collect key data on PIC all member 90%, benchmark all member 100%. Design, have designing panel box, PIC EH/3 100%. Design monitoring component EH/3 93%. Implementation mechanical design all member 90%. Electrical. Design electrical circuit, Preselia 90%. Implementasi electrical design, Rafika 90%. Ensure the circuit is free, is troubleshooting issue all member 90%. Programming, sensor kalibrasi Muhammad Hasanuddin 100%. Making monitoring website Urip Ridho Pangestu 90%. Making monitoring application Muhammad Hasanuddin 19%. Slide conclusion. An IoT-based water quality monitoring system is crucial for tilapia farming to maintain optimal water conditions for fish growth and health. Next to do, based on the water quality monitoring system, we plan to integrate an automatic feeding system into this setup. This This system will not only monitor the water condition in real time but also ensure the tilapia receive optimal feeding at the right time based on predefined parameters. I think enough for me. Thank you.